Hello viewers, I start a new chapter, progression. Progression has three kinds: arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and harmonic progression, out of which arithmetic progression is in our syllabus. So let's start this topic. But before we start, few words are there to be known, out of which the first one is sequence. The definition says a group of numbers which are arranged in a definite order following a certain rule is called a sequence. In fact, a sequence of numbers. Let's observe its examples. The first example is 30, 27, 24, 21, and so on. It is a sequence because the numbers are arranged in proper order in which each value, each number is 3 more than the previous one. And example B has numbers 5, 8, 26, 14 and so on. I find here that what relation is there in between the first two numbers? The same relation is not there between the next two numbers, and again the same relation is not there between the further next two numbers. Hence the second example is not a sequence. Next example is series. A series is a sequence in which the terms are connected with positive or negative sign. It means whatever the sequence is, if they all are separated or connected with positive signs, then it becomes a series. The third one is progression. The definition says a progression is a sequence of numbers whose each term is related to its predecessor or successor by a mathematical law. Let's observe the examples. The first example has numbers 3, 13, 23, 33 and so on. And here we find that each term plus 10 is equal to next term. It means first term plus 10 is the second term again plus 10 is the third term again plus 10 is the fourth term and so on. Hence it is a progression. Let's observe the second example. In the second example, numbers are 5, 15, 45, 135 and so on. And in this example, we find that each term multiplied by 3 is the next term. It means the first term 5 multiplied by 3 is the second term 15. Second term 15 multiplied by 3 is the third term 45 and so on. Hence, this also is a progression. And if these three terms, sequence, series and progression, looks confusing, then finally we conclude that a sequence is a set of numbers arranged according to some rule, and a series is a sequence separated or combined by positive signs. It means all the terms are connected with positive signs, then the sequence becomes a series. And a progression is a sequence that can be stated by a specific mathematical formula in which each term progresses in a different manner. So in progression, we find that whatever mathematical relation is there in between first and second term, the same relation is there in between the second and third term, and so on. Let's see what is mentioned in the note. The first statement says that the number used in sequence are called its elements or terms. That we should know. Next one, be it a sequence, series or progression, whatever, but we use these words in the same sense while dealing with this chapter. And now here is arithmetic progression, and the definition says it is a sequence or series of numbers in which each term, obviously except the first one, can be obtained by adding a certain fixed quantity to its preceding term. Let's understand this through an example. The first example number A, the numbers are 3, 7, 11, 15 and so on. And we observe that the first term plus 4 is the second term 7. Second term 7 plus 4 is the third term 11, and 11 plus the same value 4 returns the next term, fourth term, that is 15. So in example A, I find that each term plus 4 is the next term. Hence it is arithmetic progression. The second example B, the numbers are 5, 15, 35, 45 and so on. And here we find each term plus 10 equal to the next term. So the difference between each pair of consecutive terms here is 10, hence this also is a progression. Let's see what different standard symbols are used to represent different values in the chapter Arithmetic Progression. The first term is represented with the letter small a. Nth term of the progression is represented with the letter T with N as subscript. The last term of the progression is represented with L, and the difference between two consecutive terms which is fixed is called common difference, and it is represented with the letter D. And here Sn represents the sum of first n terms of the progression. Now let's see here different terms and how are they related to one another. The first point, we know that A is used to represent the first term and D is used to represent common difference. So terms in an AP are A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D onwards. The point B says that nth term of an AP represented with the letter Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D. And according to the point C, the last term small l is equal to Tn if total of n terms are there in the series. Point D says the sum of n terms of an AP is equal to Sn, and its formula is given, but this point D we'll discuss later. Now let's take some questions, and we start with a very easy example. The question is, for an arithmetic progression 7, 15, 23, 31 and so on, find the first term common difference, 10th term and 20th term. So according to the question, the first term represented with the letter A is 7. The common difference represented with the letter D is 8, and this actually is the difference between two consecutive numbers in the series. Hence, the 10th term is equal to A plus 10 minus 1 multiplied by D, and the value comes 79. And 20th term is equal to A plus 20 minus 1 multiplied by D, hence the value is 159. So the answer is first term 7, common difference 8, 10th term is 79 and 20th term is 159. Let's take second question. According to second question, n minus 2, 4n minus 1 and 5n plus 2 are in arithmetic progression. Find number 1 the value of n, and next question is to find the next two terms of the same AP. According to the question, these three numbers are in AP, and the second line says 4n minus 1 minus n minus 2 is equal to 5n plus 2 minus 4n minus 1. These two expressions at the left hand side and the right hand side represent common difference. Hence, these two are equal. And then we simplify the equation and find the value of n, and n comes 1. Hence, by putting the value of n as 1 in the given three expressions, we obtain the numbers in the progression, and they are minus 1, 3 and 7. Well, here it is clear that the first term is minus 1 and the common difference is 4, and hence the next two terms of the series are 11 and 15. So altogether we find at first the first value of n, that comes 1. Using the value of n, we find the first term a, that is minus 1, and the common difference, that is 4. And using this first term and common difference, we find the next two terms, and they are 11 and 15. Let's take another question. Question number 3. The sum of second term and seventh term of an AP is 30. If its 15th term is 1 less than twice the 8th term, then find the AP. Before we start, we assume first term A and the common difference D. Observe this block. According to the question, second term and the seventh term, their sum is 30. T2 plus T7 equal to 30. And according to formula, T2 is replaced with A plus D and T7 is replaced with A plus 6D, and hence after simplification we get a linear equation in terms of two variables A and D, and that we name as 1. Let's observe the second block. The second statement says that the 15th term is 1 less than twice the 8th term. Hence, T15 is equal to 2 multiplied by T8 minus 1. Now T15 we replace with A plus 14D, and T8, term number 8, we replace it with A plus 7D. And we simplify this equation and get the value A, the first term, that is 1. Now observe the third block. In the third block, we put the value of A as 1 in the given equation 1, and we find the value of D, that comes 4. So finally the answer is the first term 1 and the common difference is 4. Let's take another question. Number 4. In an AP, if mth term is n and nth term is m, show that its rth term is m plus n minus 1. Observe the first block. According to the question, mth term is n, and that implies a plus m minus 1 into d is equal to n. It's understood that the first term is a and the common difference is d. And the next case, it's given that nth term is m. So that implies a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to m. Now these two equations we have. We solve these two equations. In fact, we treat these two equations as linear equations in terms of two different variables a and d, because the value of a and d we find out in terms of m and n only. Observe the second block. We know here that two simultaneous equations are there. Hence, by adding and subtracting them, we can find out one value by eliminating the other one. So here equation 2 minus 1 we are doing, in which a gets cancelled and the equation is formed in the form of d only, and we get the value of d minus 1. Now observe the third block. We put the value of d minus 1 in any one of the two equations and we get the value of a, and we get a in terms of m and n, and the value is m plus n minus 1. So till now the value of a we get m plus n minus 1 and the value of d minus 1. Now come to the fourth block where we have to find out rth term. So according to the formula, rth term is equal to a plus r minus 1 into d, and in this expression we put the value of a, m plus n minus 1, and the value of d minus 1, and we simplify, and finally we get the value m plus n minus r. Now we come to point number D here, which we had left earlier, and that is the sum of n terms of an AP that is represented by the symbol Sn, and that is equal to n by 2 multiplied by a plus l, where n is the number of terms, a is the first term and l is the last term. Hence we put the value of l as a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d and get the expression n by 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is the another form of the sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression. Here is the proof for sum of n terms. Here I take a plus d, a plus 2d and so on. And if we start from last in reverse direction, the last term is L, second last term is L minus D, third last term is L minus 2D and so on. And the same series I write in the next line in reverse order, and that is L, then L minus D, then L minus 2D and so on till A plus 2D, A plus D and A. Let's observe this. First ace is given in a straight order, second ace is in reverse order. Now the first element of the two we add and we get a plus l. A the first term, l the last term. Second term of the two are a plus d and l minus d. If these two we add, again we get a plus l. So on, if we go on adding the corresponding elements of the two series shown here, we find that the sum of each pair returns a plus l and total of n terms are there. Hence the result we get 2 times s is equal to a plus l added n times. Hence it becomes n multiplied by a plus l, and when we replace l with a plus n minus 1 into d, then finally the value of s, it means the sum of first n terms of an AP, the result obtained is n by 2 whole multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and which is mentioned above in point number D. Let's take another question. Question number 5. The first term of an AP is 5, the last term is 45, and the sum of its terms is 1000. Find the number of terms and the common difference. Let's observe the first block. According to the question, the first term a is equal to 5, the last term l can also be represented with tn, that is equal to 45, and the number of terms we assume is n. We move to second block. In the second block, the nth term is 45 and that is given in the question. Now we use formula for this nth term as a plus n minus 1 into d, and that is equal to 45, and we solve this equation and we get the value of n minus 1 into d and get 40 as answer. But that 40 represents the value of n minus 1 multiplied by d. Let's observe the third block. In the third block, given that the sum of first n numbers in the series is equal to 1000. So according to the formula for the sum of n terms is n by 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and that is equal to 1000. And we simplify this equation by placing the value of a 5 and the value of n minus 1 into d is equal to 40 directly. So here value of a is 5 and the value of n minus 1 multiplied by d is 40, and then we solve this and get the value of n 40. It means total of 40 terms are there. Now observe block 4. We place the value of n 40 in equation 1 and find the value of d, and d comes 40 by 39. Hence, the number of terms found is 40 and the common difference is 40 by 39. Well, till now simple questions on arithmetic progression are done, where generally the first term, the last term, nth term and the sum of n terms are discussed. In the next class on the same chapter, we'll discuss some different problems with some suggestions that can make our solution easier. Thank you for watching.